AI can now replace 90% of the work you do. And today I'm going to show you how it's done. I'm Ifthikar Mohamed. I am a mortgage broker like you. I've been in the industry for more than 10 years. That's more than a decade. And today I run two AI businesses as well. And today I help mortgage brokers to be AI ready. And I help them to move to the next era of mortgage brokers that is about to dawn. And I'm going to give you 10 tips on how the 90-10 rule works for me in my work. Number one, I used to be one who loves to finish all my work in the evenings and wake up in the morning fresh. And guess what? I wake up to a 50 email inbox every single morning. But that is a waste of time because I usually spend about 1.5 hours every single day going through emails and responding to emails. Today I don't do that. I use a tool called Drafty. So with Drafty looks at all my emails and it responds to it. Where advice is needed, because we are mortgage brokers, it will draft an email for me to review and for me to send out to the client. So the only time I spend on my emails is reviewing emails which is of advice nature. But things like rate changes, things like change of criteria, emails are automatically sent out to the mortgage brokers who work with me. And if there's anything that AI can answer, AI will answer that email to your customer as well. That's because I've trained AI to respond to my emails, and I can share that secret with you if you are interested too. I get a lot of leads that come through Facebook, Instagram, and also through my website. So overnight, I get a lot of leads that come through. And usually I used to spend hours trying to call these customers to qualify this customer. And today I've got a tool that takes away this from me. So when there's a lead that comes through, my tool will call the customer. It will qualify the lead. So if it thinks it's a good lead, which we can work with, it will automatically book an appointment in my diary. So that has saved me an awful lot of time. Third thing, I've got an AI employee who actually calls my repeat customers. So 6 months before their mortgage deal comes to an end, my AI agent will call the customers, they'll qualify the customers, and they will book an appointment in my diary. So when I turn up for this appointment, the AI has already asked the customer the basic information. So I go into the meeting ready with solution rather than just showing up at a meeting. And the fourth tool I use is something called Colibri. So with Colibri, it's like a Zoom platform that's built for mortgage brokers. Yes, it's built for mortgage brokers. So what Colibri does is when I go into a meeting, it gives me 25 questions to ask a customer. So for example, you can ask questions like, what's your name? What's your date of birth? So all those questions is listed down for me when I join this call. So whenever I ask that questions, if I had 25 questions to start off with, that will become 24, 23, 22. So that makes sure I ask all the questions. But what happens in the back end is what's most important, because it automatically fills the fact find. That takes a lot of my time, but that's now taken away from me because Colibri does that for you. But also Colibri helps me because I do a lot of videos like this. Colibri helps me to do those videos. So even if I have a customer call and if I think, okay, there is some important point which I want to highlight, I don't have to redo a video. I can just take it off Colibri and I can post it on social media. And guess what? That gives me free social media coverage, all coming from this tool. And the fifth tool I use quite a lot is MortgageX. So MortgageX is a platform which is a CRM, plus it does a lot of fancy stuff. So MortgageX is an app where the customers use. So what customers do with MortgageX is they log in. When they log in, it downloads their credit file, it downloads their bank statements, and it also verifies their identity. And in the back end, it also fills the fact find for me. So when I go and look at my CRM, today I've got almost 80% information pre-filled. Just imagine how much time that will save from you. That has made my life so simple. So MortgageX is a tool I use every single day. And MortgageX has helped me simplify the mortgage journey, not only for me, but also to my client. Because the customer today will only spend 8 minutes, or if it's a joint application, they might spend 10 minutes on mortgage application. So there's no more lengthy forms that the customer has to fill. There's no signing, there's no photocopying, and there's no emailing documents around. It's all simplified, and that's what AI has done for me. Number 6, I've got a complicated case, a case that's come through overnight and a conversation I've had with a client. I'm not sure where to start. I use something called Criteria AI. So what Criteria AI does is it's an AI agent which I can talk to. It's like I ask questions from that and it will answer those questions. Let me take an example. I'm dealing with an expat client and they have some complicated scenarios. I can tell AI that, and the AI will tell me which lenders I should be using on behalf of that customer. It has simplified process. It's a bit like using a ChatGPT, but of course we have our own GPTs and we have our own LLMs that we build. So it will tell you question by question, it will give you the answer. So it's more like a conversation, like actually talking to a BDM rather than talking to a chatbot. So it gives you those answers and then confidently you can apply to that lender. Number 7, customer updates. I no longer call customers to update them. My AI agent calls the customer and says, congratulations, your mortgage offer is out. Congratulations, your valuation is booked. Congratulations, your keys are ready to be collected. Now that's a tool that I have as well. So the interactions that I actually have with my customers have actually reduced, but instead my AI does that. The result, people are not waiting for me to be free to call them up, but whereas my AI agents call them right away. Right, we done all that. Number 8 is CPD. Nobody loves doing CPD, but I've found a better way to do CPD. Traditionally, people will look at some notes and sit an exam. That's what they do in terms of CPD. But some people will listen to a video and they will sit for the exam. But I found a better way to do this. It's called EduFlow. So with EduFlow, I've got an AI agent who teaches me what I need to know. So if I don't know anything, I can ask AI the question and the AI will answer that question. So today it feels like I have a personal tutor training me for my CPD. And point number 9 is recruitment. I recruit staff every single day. I recruit advisors. Today I have a small network which I run. So I recruit advisors. I recruit admin staff. I recruit social media staff. I recruit so many other staff as well. How do I have the time to do that? So that's why I use Pulse HR. So in comes a CV on my website overnight, and what happens is Pulse HR will qualify that CV. And if that CV qualifies, it will automatically book an appointment with the AI agent. So my AI agent will go and interview this potential candidate, and if that candidate is good, it will book an appointment in my diary for the final interview. So all that work that I usually did with CVs has gone away. It's made life so simple. And number 10, I use LLMs like a lot of you all. I use tools like ChatGPT, I use tools like Gemini, and I also use tools like Perplexity. Depending on what I want to achieve, I choose the right tool. If you're not really sure what tool to use, I've given a link at the bottom saying these are the ones that work best for a particular purpose. So don't use a generic tool like ChatGPT for everything, because some tools are good at one thing and other tools are good at something else. So you need to make sure that you use the right tool. So those are the 10 things that help me make my life so simple today. And I hope you can take away some of these things and implement it in your day-to-day life too. If there's anything that you want to find out about the stuff that I spoke about, and if you're concerned, do get in touch with me. And there is few things that you cannot outsource. The main thing that you cannot outsource is your advising. End of the day, all these tools are out there to help you and make life easy for you. But the advisor at the end of the day is you. So you are the one who has to build those relationships. You are the one who has to work with the clients, and you are the one who have to give that ultimate advice, because the buck stops with you. So remember that all the time. So make sure that whatever tools you do, you comply with GDPR and you're not breaching any FCA regulations, because if you break these rules, the penalties can be massive and it may even put you out of the industry altogether. So make sure whatever tools you use is compliant with GDPR as well as FCA, and it also protects you. And make sure your customer information is not compromised at any point. Make best use of AI. I am a strong believer that 90% of the work that a mortgage broker does today, AI can do it better. So why do it when AI can do it better? So you as a mortgage broker, do what you're best at. That is advising the client, and give all the admin away to AI. AI can make your life very different. If you want an example, you're looking at one. Thank you very much for watching.